Well, I'm joined here in the studio by Jordan, who's been in contact with me. He's come over from the UK, investigative journalist, or whatever you want to call yourself in that sense, but on a very strange subject in the sense that you are here to try and raise a bit of awareness about a situation that happened in your family, and you're calling it a murder.
Yes, correct, yeah. My grandfather was murdered on October the 26th, 1988 at 12 Cranes Park Avenue. And the murder at the moment seems to be not listed in the public domain. The actual Metropolitan Police in England threatened to arrest me for a year and a half, giving new evidence on missing documents that I've managed to locate via a collaboration I've done around the world with other like-minded people.
Now, the thing between death and the murder is obviously it's massive.
Yeah.
So you're convinced you got this evidence that your grandfather was murdered.
Yes,
you
correct.
Produced this evidence to the authorities.
Yeah.
But what's the Isle of Man link in here? Why are you here?
Well, unfortunately, my grandfather was quite a wealthy man, and he left some of his, all of his assets on trust. And obviously, my family have been battling for 33 odd years, or even longer, between two sets of lawyers just to get our family inheritance, and we've never been able to do that until my involvement recently.
Now, as we speak, you have got a court date of some description, so we have to be treading very carefully here.
Yeah.
Right? You understand that? I know. So what else can we be saying? I mean, I know you're handing out these leaflets in the Peel, are you, today?
Yes, we'll actually be doing that tomorrow. We've been doing that today in Douglas. The leaflet is to just make people aware of some of my views, which are, for example, my family can't get accounts for our own companies, and when I say accounts, detailed accounts or bank statements, and basically I believe the Beneficial Ownership Act does not apply to my family, and regulators here in the islands have reviewed matters and served the police, and they've opened and shut the case more than sort of 14, 15 times.
This is because the laws here have in the past particularly been sort of structured to protect people's identities. Is that what you're saying?
Perhaps so, yes, I believe so. But there's obviously the Beneficial Ownership Act 2017 and amended in September 2021, and it doesn't appear to apply to my family at all. So I asked why. So that's what we've written on the leaflet.
And you mentioned racketeering, corruption.
Yes, correct.
Those sort of things, tax havens, all the things that people go, ooh.
Yeah.
You think that's there's a serious case here of
corruption and racketeering is what I allege that has been happening in some of these offshore islands, and I could go into a lot more details, show emails after the court case. I have a dossier of 1,880 pages of their own letters, organised into different levels of criminalities and breaches of fiduciary duties. I've been into certain government buildings today and yesterday giving these leaflets in person to ministers and other individuals, and no one's actually returned my phone call yet. Everyone else, while I've been on this island, all police who've investigated this case before are on holiday. Obviously, everyone's entitled to a holiday, but I find it rather strange that the entire group of all different independent bodies and agencies, no one's there to review the allegations in person.
What are you trying to get, though? I mean, are you trying to get this opened and all, I mean, the laws altered to get some information?
Well,
or
really,
how?
I think the first thing I would like is my rightful inheritance from my elderly parents when we've been living abroad with no money. And unfortunately, sadly, I've had quite a few people to make attempts on my life in Spain.
Pardon? Sorry?
I've had quite a few attempts on my life in Spain since I've been looking into my family's trusts. So I'm personally determined to put an end to this. I want my family's rightful inheritance immediately, and I would like the public to be aware of what actually goes on in some of these secret havens, and really perhaps maybe there needs to be reforms. Maybe it's the whole system, or perhaps it's just some bad apples that need to be removed from the cart.
So you coming over and doing this is just to try and put a bit of attention on the subject?
Yes, and also to make other individuals, when I allege there's racketeering and corruption involved, then it's not just one person that I will now be going for. I will be going for the RICO offences and corruption and racketeering with a whole list of other individuals and agencies, because they've deeply offended me and my family. You only have to say, why is my grandfather's murder unlisted in the public domain? If you go onto YouTube and type Durrant, which is a different spelling to my surname, it's D-U-R-R-A-N-T, and if you then put in Durrant Murder Solicitor Surbiton, someone uploaded in 2016 the original news clips of my grandfather's murder. You will not be able to find any other information on that murder at all.
Because it'll be listed this as a death, right? This is where the problem
is. It's a murder. So I've had a report from MOPAC that's come back from my work over the last 2 years. So that's the Mayor's Office for Police and Crime and Association. And Sadiq Khan there has said that the police acted appropriately. There's much more. You can look at my own YouTube channel as well. There's 26 videos there, and I've been recording and doing other calls here. I've been recording the government and the police for the last 2.5 years, and there's a premiere of one of the police officers who's been opening and shutting my family's case that goes tonight at 1 o'clock in the morning. I've warned everyone here that I've been doing that, and I think really now someone needs to be brave enough to put it into the public domain and resolve this.
Well, you're putting a lot up there. I mean, it's also, you know, but you have got your day in court.
Yes,
without again
it's happened. It's happened 5 or 6 times, and there's been a delay since December last year, and we've never agreed once for the delay. So that's why I've come to the island to make sure that the case goes ahead on Friday. Now, if you looked at the Dr. Ransom case, I started.
You're following all this?
Of course, I follow yourself, Paul.
Yeah,
that's why I'm here, sir. So if you look at the Dr. Ransom case, I've started my case before. And God bless her, she did the right thing, and she's managed to get it through the media and through the courts and succeed, and well done to her. I haven't, and I ask again why. Because I'm determined, and I am clearly trying.